My name is Drew, and I'm going to give you my point of view on the book The Ripple Effect. For my self-help project, I read the book The Ripple Effect by Greg Wells. Greg Wells is a performance physiologist and a sports medicine researcher and has a PhD. The book is about 4 main points: how to eat better, sleep better, exercise more, and think better. Throughout the book, Greg Wells gives many experiments and studies on how and why you should do these more things better, and tactics on how you can help yourself do these better. Throughout the book, I found the main argument that Wells was trying to portray to the reader. People can live healthier lives through eating, sleeping, thinking, and exercising.
So the major claim I found in this book was that having a healthier life increases happiness. In the Ripple Effect, there are 4 chapters. The first one is sleeping, the second one is exercising, the third one's eating, and the fourth one is thinking. Each chapter showed many different situations or studies and experiments or graphs showing the credible information about each topic. Every single bit of information is relevant to everybody's lives in some portion of society we live in, and they can all change someone's lives. They can all be impactful. Greg Wells first starts talking about how sleep greatly affects daily life. Throughout this chapter, he talks about 2 main points: 1, hours of sleep, and the second is the sleep cycle. Wells uses credible studies to prove that little hours of sleep can help increase the risk of dangerous diseases like cancer or other ones. Little hours of sleep can also lead to being tired throughout the day, and not exactly the generic term of being tired, but from one of his studies, getting below 4 hours of sleep can actually make you almost unresponsive as someone that's high up from drugs. The second point he talked about is the sleep cycle. An average sleep cycle is about 90 minutes, and you get maybe about 6 per night if you have a good night of sleep. If a person were woken up inside of one sleep cycle, then they would feel groggy or really tired for almost the first half of their day. And the tactics he provided the reader to help prevent these 2 things was to create just a simple bedtime. To find out when a good time is to wake up and when a good time is to fall asleep based on your sleep cycle. So if you want to go to bed at 10 and wake up somewhere in the morning, that's about 7 hours. So that would be about 5 hours, okay? So you calculate, so there's 4 sleep cycles in there. So maybe 5 o'clock isn't the best time, and maybe 8:30 is, because that would be 5 sleep cycles. And if you woke up at 8:30, then you would not get up in the middle of a sleep cycle. And the second is also set at bedtime, so you get above 7 hours of sleep per night.
Wells talks about exercising. The majority of the population in our world sits at desks for their jobs. These jobs require no physical movement for the whole entire day for their body. Wells shows studies that more physical movement during the day helps brain function. If those people that sit at desks for their jobs all day could just take a walk during break hour, it could benefit them by a lot for their health. Also, most people don't work out in the weight room or run enough because they're just too lazy. If they can get past this mental standpoint, it can greatly benefit them. Working out in the weight room not only increases muscle mass, but it also increases brain function.
For my workout today, I did push-ups, sit-ups, planks, jumping jacks, and played ping pong.
Wells wrote how eating affects daily life and health. If you didn't know, there's a typical North American diet. The diet consists of junk food like candy, soda, and chips. Even though it is called the North American diet, many people around the world have adopted it into their own diet. Greg Wells suggests mostly vegetables and occasional meats. He lists many nutritional foods that are really good for you, and he even shared a smoothie recipe that will be shared later in the video. Wells addresses obesity. Obesity can be caused by many things, and one can be an unhealthy diet. His tactic to help eating better is to find foods that you like that are also really healthy. Throw out all the junk food, including soda, from your stock of food. This basically relates to almost every single human in the world because everybody could make a change in their diet.
Here I made a super brain empowering smoothie with banana, avocado, turmeric, ginger, spinach, and milk. This smoothie is best to drink during the morning and will give you brain power function for the rest of the day for school, work, or other jobs that you may do.
The tone of the book is inspirational. Some of the examples of the tone are incredible, unleashed, and good news. Greg Wells is inspiring the reader to do the things he puts in his book. This is important because if it was a boring tone, then the reader would find the stuff in there unimportant and would just get bored throughout the whole entire book. Why this book is very relevant right now? The contents in the book, like obesity, hours of sleep, the North American diet, and stress, is happening all over the world. The solutions in this book can be beneficial to every human on the world.